Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of season 1 of Peas, Love, and Carrots, Peas in a Podcast. I'm Danielle, and I'm here with my amazing co-host, Ellie.
Hey, everybody.
He can't really talk right now. You have to move closer to the thing. He can't really talk because he's not feeling so good. He's under the weather. But wait, we have a second co-host for the day, Fred. Say hi, Fred.
Hi, Fred.
AKA Dad. Who actually stayed out of the house for a few hours this morning so that we could record this podcast. But then it took so long for us to record that Dad ended up being here anyway, which is just from Hashem, because today's guest is actually one of our most special guests, I think. But I think you guys know that because when I put up the question box on Instagram for this guest, I never imagined that the amount of questions would come in would surpass Dad and Ellie's question boxes combined. This was an unprecedented few hundred questions.
Oh
it's really wild. So let's introduce today's guest, Dum Dum Dum, Mom.
And Mimi.
No, only Mom who also goes by Mimi.
Oh, right. They don't know that.
English is not her first language. It's fine. Okay.
Shalom.
So she spoke a third language. Okay. That's good. I want to put out a warning. I have no idea how long this podcast is going to be, but we're going to do it in one shot because that's what all of you said. It might be 2 hours. It might be 3 hours, maybe 4 train rides long. I don't know, but you'll just have to pause it and listen as you go. This is Mom Unplugged. Wow.
That was deep, Mom.
Nobody's more nervous about this than I am.
Me?
You're more nervous?
Can you imagine? I'm nervous.
I don't know why you're nervous.
Yeah. I love to be on show mode,
I know,
but I am nervous.
Show mode? What is show mode?
What is show mode?
Well, ask your dad. Okay,
Dad, what is show mode? No, she's answering. She said ask your dad, and then she's answering.
Many years ago, I used to participate in trade shows for my business around the country. And being in a trade show, hosting a booth, you have to talk to lots and lots of people, which was never my favorite thing. And I always said it should really be Mom doing this because trade show mode was really what she does best.
So show mode.
Yes.
Yeah, it's true. It is. You are a very social person. You don't have to put your face in my face.
But I really wish you were all here. Then I would be less nervous.
Right. She does like social gatherings. You do. That is where you shine.
Love.
Yeah. You are the most social person I probably know. Besides, Leia Bela.
Right.
Leia Bela has a show mode also.
Oh,
she definitely has a show mode. She only has show mode.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, and Maggie, though, those faces.
Well, Maggie.
You can say to Maggie, show me the mean face, and she will give you a dirty look.
Yes, I don't.
Her eyes could burn, they're like laser beams. They could burn holes in your head.
Yeah, she's definitely Moroccan blood.
She definitely is. Okay, just a reminder, this whole thing is unedited, so please excuse any possible, I don't even know what could happen here. We're just going to jump right in. We only have 3 categories today for Mom because there were so many questions I couldn't start categorizing, so I just did 3 general ones. We have about you, Mom.
Okay.
We have about Danielle. We're off to a great start. This is good.
Great.
And then we have random questions.
Okay.
We're going to go with random questions at the end.
Right.
Because that's how we do things here at Peas, Love, and Podcast. So I think we're going to start with you, personally.
Okay.
Are you ready?
You sure?
Try to keep your answer short. That was a joke. Okay. Mom, where were you born?
I was born in Casablanca, Morocco.
So you're Moroccan?
Through and through.
Both your parents are Moroccan?
Yes, they are.
Excellent.
French Moroccan or Spanish Moroccan?
That was a question. That was one of my questions.
Okay.
You didn't even read the question.
So my mother's family is from Fez, and we traced my grandmother back to definitely the destruction of the Second Temple, but maybe before. So she was real. You're
an elite Moroccan.
Sure. And my father, And my father
Is everybody an elite Moroccan?
No.
everyone is privileged.
No. And my father was from a town originally from Spain after the Inquisition.
A town in Spain called
Corcos,
which is your last name.
Yes, and the town still exists.
Baruch Hashem. Okay. Do you speak French or Arabic?
Both.
Both. Okay, so say something in Arabic.
Aslama kulam.
Aslama. Fine, yeah. Okay.
Aslama.
That's Hebrew.
That's Hebrew.
Okay, 1 second. I have to go into the mode.
Oh.
Show mode or language
No, this
mode?
is the Arab mode.
Oh,
There's
Arab
different
mode.
modes, Ellie. Keep up.
أنا كنحب كلهم كنحب بنتي بزاف
Okay, this concludes the Al Jazeera portion of our podcast.
Wait, let's hear Dad's what it's like for Dad to wake up.
Oh, Dad, how did you discover that Mom spoke Arabic?
I didn't know Mom spoke Arabic until one day we were sitting with Rabbi Biton.
Right.
And there was a language barrier, and all of a sudden, Arabic popped out of Mom.
Fine, okay, but what happens when Mom...
Right.
What happens when Mom goes to sleep and dreams sometimes?
Oh, it could be in any language.
So imagine an Ashkenaz man that grew up in the 5 towns goes to sleep one night with his new wife and wakes up to hearing her sleep talking in Arabic.
That's why I sleep with one eye open.
Okay, but also you speak French because you're from French Morocco.
Mais bien sûr. J'ai habité à Paris.
Right, and you grew up in Paris. Okay, very good. Fine.
They all know that your first language was French?
Right, my first language was also French. So I also speak French. Actually, Yecheskel Meir also, his first language is French, but he doesn't remember because once he started going to Gan in Hebrew, I was speaking to him in French all afternoon. He was speaking Hebrew all morning. And Ellie was traveling. He wasn't speaking English. So we had to make a decision. Oh, excuse the coughing. He's sick. We told him you're sick. You're allowed to cough. You're a person. Okay. Can you? What is your favorite? Oh, they want to know actually. How come you don't show them recipes from your childhood?
Where am I supposed to show them the recipe?
Okay, so that leads to our question: why don't you have an Instagram account?
Because I lived through the success of my daughter, and she has such better recipes than I could ever make. That
you can't argue with that. No,
no, really,
no. But they want to see your Moroccan recipes.
You know what? Danielle will learn them, and she does a lot of them, and
so I think that also,
it's her turn, not
that
mine.
Also leads to a different question. They want to know, do you love to cook?
I love to cook when I cook for more than 10 people. If I cook for 2, I make reservations.
Meaning you just don't want to cook for Dad.
You don't really.
No. Right?
No.
He does not qualify to get
Dad plus 9.
Right.
No, Shabbos I'll do it, but you know.
But you don't really love to cook. That's the truth.
I don't love.
Not everybody loves to cook. She is the best cook I know, but you don't love it.
But only for a big amount of people I like it.
Show mode cooking.
Show mode, of course.
Show mode cooking.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. This is an interesting question. I was surprised by this question because I don't know why they asked it. And I don't know, do you tell people this about yourself? I don't even know if this person knows you. Mm. So I was really shocked by this question. How did you become a minimalist?
Do you know what a minimalist is?
Do you consider yourself a minimalist, Mom?
I don't get the question. I'm sorry.
Like a minimalist, like a person that doesn't save things, that lives with very little items in their house, that doesn't have lots of pots and pans. Somebody that throws out old dull knives, for example.
Yeah.
How did you become that person?
I don't know that I'm really that. As I age... Look, I still have my husband.
That's good. She won't cook for you, but she's keeping you around.
He's my biggest bracha that I've ever received.
That's where the minimalist lines ends.
Right. She kept her husband.
Should we talk about the 4,000 knives in your house that don't cut anything?
They used to cut when I cooked. A lot.
How about your bags? How many bags do you own?
What kind of bags?
Question answered. How many pairs of shoes do you have?
I've cut down a lot.
So how many do you think are left?
I don't know. I think I might need extra shelving.
Wait, in which
now.
closet? Like
in which closet? Right.
Miami,
I get right.
Oh yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yes. Miami needs a few more.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah,
Shelves or shoes?
No, but
shelves or shoes.
Shoes are your father's fault.
Oh, okay, fine. Let's. Nobody asked that question, but let's address it. Why do you have such nice shoes?
Okay. Your father, when we got married, we went on our honeymoon and we went to Italy. And across the street in Florence, across the street from the hotel was Bottega Veneta, who, I wasn't, believe it or not, even though I was in the fashion industry, I wasn't that familiar with Bottega Veneta. And we walk in and your father buys me 8 pairs of shoes with 8 pocketbooks to match. Some had wallets and some had gloves.
Nice.
Had it all shipped.
No pressure, Ellie.
Yes. And we were both really broke when we got married, but he did that anyway. And from that point on, I never bought a pair of shoes. If you see me with ugly shoes, that means I bought them. But otherwise, I leave it to Mark. Once I returned a pair of shoes that he bought me, and the pair I traded it with never fit right. So I never...
My father has really, really good taste in shoes. That's the truth.
And they fit perfect every time.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Very nice. What was your childhood like?
Maybe Dad,
Well, is my family going to be listening?
Like your followers.
Right. Is my family listening to this?
Oh my gosh. Okay, next question. Enough said.
No, I love my family.
That's good. Should we keep them too?
Well, they're far and
they're spread out. There's a lot of them.
Spread out and
that's
less of
what
them.
But in Morocco.
Okay. And
so what was your childhood like in Morocco? Do you remember it so much?
Yes, I did remember the apartment because when I took you to Morocco,
right, you described it exactly,
except for one little room that I didn't know existed. But all the other 3 rooms.
That was your oldest brother's rooms. Like, what would you have ever gone into your oldest brother's room? My mother's the youngest of 7.
Right, and but it was. It was difficult. I knew that we didn't have much money, and but my mother was like a Danielle, very talented. She sewed, she knit, she crocheted, she cooked, she baked.
She made like curtains for me in my room growing up, and
she made you the vanity.
She
table.
made like a vanity table, and she made like all this fabric to go over it, and we put a glass on top of it. She was a very, very talented with her hands.
Very.
She was actually the best cook I know.
Oh, she's by far. People would invite her only to bring food.
You would say that also.
Without question.
That she was one of the best cooks.
Absolutely.
She didn't measure. But like her fingers were deformed from her arthritis, and they were like perfect for
later
cooking.
On, right? No,
I only knew her later on. So
yes, no, but she, people invited my mother. All right, you're coming. Maybe you can make a few cigars, or come, you make mafleta.
Mafleta is my favorite. She used to make me mafleta. Mafleta is like a thin Moroccan pancake, but it's a very specific technique to make. We've actually shown you on my Instagram. You could look down my feed. There is a recipe there for it, but we'll show you again. Usually it's traditionally eaten at Mimuna, which is like a party to celebrate the ending of Pesach, but it takes us a little bit of time to turn over our kitchen Matzeh Pesach, so we usually make it the next morning. So we'll show you that this year. Right, Mom?
And I have to admit, I cannot make it as well as Danielle. Danielle...
Yeah, because I spent time with Grandma learning.
Right, I didn't want to learn it, but it's too hard. But Danielle makes it as good as my mother does. Really, as good as my mother did.
Thank you. Okay, next question. How do you raise a teenager to become such a confident adult?
With great difficulty.
Okay. What is your secret to being so happy and cheerful?
My husband and my children.
Oh, very nice. Okay, by children you mean me only.
She means her son-in-law.
Her son-in-law.
I told you, I don't like the word in-law. Okay, I don't like it.
Nobody likes when you don't say in-law because that's weird.
Well, I'm going to explain. That's why I'm explaining it to you. How many people are going to listen to this? I want them to understand, and I want to change that in the English language. In French, a son-in-law is a handsome son, le beau-fils. A daughter-in-law is la belle-fille. It has a positive
connotation.
Yeah, that word. Okay. And a mother-in-law is the beautiful mother and the handsome
that's
father.
what this is really all about. You just want to be the beautiful mother?
No, because when I look at Ellie, I cannot introduce him as a son-in-law because he is in every way my handsome son that I
actually
love.
has caused some issues for Ellie and I sometimes.
Yeah,
okay,
people have been very confused by that. This is my daughter. This is my son. They're married type.
And this is their baby.
And this is their baby.
Yeah,
you've confused some people.
Confused people.
Well, you know what? Then they're so then. Understand, if I meet you and Ellie is with me, I'm going to introduce you to him as my handsome son.
Fine.
That's what he is.
Handsome son. We'll go with that.
Yes.
Okay, Mom, what are your hobbies?
Well, they've changed.
They've changed?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
My hobby, I love hanging out with little babies because they're non-threatening and...
Are you being threatened by other kids?
Adults?
No, I don't want... You know, adults...
Are teenagers threatening you? Who's threatening you?
No, I love children. I love being with children because they're pure, they're simple, they're fun.
Gardening. You love gardening?
I love to
Maybe you have a
garden.
gardening tip for them. What's your number one gardening tip?
Love.
I know.
You love the flowers and everything you plant, like you almost
could stay
like
out there
your
for a
love.
really long time.
It's the best therapy. I keep telling Dad it's better than paying for the therapist.
Okay,
Right.
But also fashion is a hobby for you. You love shopping. You love clothes.
Love shopping.
Is that a hobby?
Why isn't it a hobby, Ellie?
But
Because it costs you money. It's not a hobby. All hobbies cost
Yes.
money. You have to buy paints if you're a painter. You have to buy flowers, right, Dad? Is the gardening free for you?
Therapist, gardening, same price.
Same price, right? So why can't shopping be a hobby?
Yes. So that
There are
comes,
women. Shopping is called retail therapy for a reason. There are real women that if they're having a bad day,
they
and
tell them go for a manicure or go shopping.
Yeah, and they go walk around in the mall and they buy themselves a few nice things, they actually feel better.
And if I have a fight with my husband, not that we've had so many, but when we have had a fight, poor guy, it's cost him a lot. I once went into Bottega. No, but one of them I remember I went to Bottega Veneta and I was...
Burlington.
You should go to Burlington.
I'm not going to insult. So, no. So, I...
what do you mean, so no?
So
you wouldn't go shopping in Burlington?
I love Burlington. Go back.
No, you used to love Burlington. Let's get this straight, my handsome son. You used to love
How
Burlington.
did you feel when Ellie told you he was going to buy his suit for the wedding from Burlington?
Looking at your face, you were mortified. And I said, Danielle, don't worry. I will never let
I bet
him.
if we do a poll, a lot of your followers love Burlington. Everybody loves
Burlington. You don't get married in a... I'm sorry. Even in Hachnasas Kala, that I did so many chasanas, I never went to Burlington to buy the chasins who couldn't afford a suit in Burlington. I went to nice places.
Okay. How do you really feel about Danielle and Ellie living so far away?
I used to really resent it because Meir was born and that was...
we stole your grandchildren, right?
Yes, they stole my grandchildren. But when I come here now, all I want is for Mark to retire or semi-retire. So in Yetz Hashem, I can come and be here longer periods of time where the kids can come and stay with me and I don't have to have 100% of the kids. like I do when I come to visit now.
Right. It's like all or nothing.
It's
now.
all or
You
nothing.
come here and you have to like soak up every second. Otherwise, it's like a
Right.
So feast or famine.
Yes,
feast or famine.
Yes. So I haven't visited anything in Israel in the past 11 years, 12 years.
Right. You'd like to come here and just be here, so you can come for a few minutes a day, play with them, give them back, like
Pick
a
them
regular
up, and
grandparent.
yeah, like a regular grandparent. So Mitzvah Hashem, you could all dive in. That Mark decides to semi-retire for me.
Oh, you were the bad
He
guy
doesn't
in
want to
this answer.
retire, folks. So don't dive in for
No,
that.
I don't want him to retire fully. You think I can handle?
He likes going to work every day.
Whose side are you on? Oh my God, she doesn't want her father to move to Israel.
No,
You hear that?
Oh my gosh, you twisted my words.
No, I'm not twisting.
No, I want Dad to take off for a month at a time and come live here.
Well, that's called
No.
semi-retired.
I know what it is. When Cablevision comes to Israel and it's the same channels as America, he will come live in Israel.
Don't worry, I can get that done.
So what are you waiting for?
Your father to say do
No,
it.
that's as soon as that's done, he'll come. He needs regular TV
Yeah. Well,
and a car.
That's not a big deal. We would get rid of the cars in New York, and that's that.
Okay. How, I don't know who asked this question. How has the evolution of the 5 towns affected you?
Well, we got.
Has it affected you? No.
Well, when we moved to the 5 towns, it was what we could afford. Because really, I wanted to go to the North Shore to my sister, but we couldn't afford that, so we moved to the 5 towns, and I love what the 5 towns has given us. Most of all, the 5 towns gave us our handsome son Ellie.
Very nice. Okay.
That's all you have to say.
What was it like on your first date with Dad?
Cheapo. I had never. So we were not from.
Fred, you want to chime in here?
Oh, no.
I had never been asked on a date to just go for a drink. Not dinner, nothing, just a drink.
See how far? I took you for a dinner on our first date, and she was upset that I didn't just take her for a drink.
Because I was a frum girl. We don't go to dinner on a first date.
I was hungry.
But I wasn't hungry.
Well, your
But
father
I
would
didn't eat dinner.
Okay.
But then you ordered food for your brother to take home. And you ordered off the kids' menu. You ordered off the kids' menu. And then you said to me, one
Like,
second,
at least
I
I
have
did-
to order
I
food
wanted
to
at
go
least
for
a
my
dinner
brother.
if the date
Because
was-
if I don't bring him home food, he won't eat till tomorrow.
And I was right?
That's probably true.
I don't mean to butt in, but you're still ordering from the kids' menu.
That's true.
every
I was
menu.
very upfront.
It's not true. He orders from all the menus.
He orders from all the menus.
Yes.
That's probably the truth also.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
You kind of like when Ellie orders everything, though. You pretend not to like it because
It depends which restaurant. No, it does.
You
I'm
like to
ordering
eat from
for the
everything.
table.
You like to taste everything.
I do, but
Yeah.
You just take Daddy's side. We know you like.
I like when we go to family restaurants. But when we go to very fancy restaurants,
You like that also.
It makes me crazy.
It does
I'm
not make
sorry.
you crazy. It does not make you crazy. You eat everything, please.
I don't eat everything. I'm very picky, but I like.
Oh, let's talk about that. What foods don't
Well,
you
you
like?
didn't finish with the date. My first
I'm
date.
sorry. Okay.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
it says cheapo.
So
Go back, please.
Cheapo comes, picks me up wearing the ugliest white jacket, which was gone right away. And
Before or after you got married?
after we got married, right away, gone. And
If only these podcasts
then-
could be videoed.
okay, but then what happened? We went for a drink, and as soon as we got there, almost, would you like to have dinner? I said. He said.
Oh,
"Would
Dad
you like
said
to
that
have-"
in a French accent.
No, he didn't.
He spoke
Would you
French
like-
at the time?
No.
Oh,
Would you
okay.
like? I don't even think he knew I was Moroccan or where Morocco was. But
Cheapo wearing nothing like that. Who didn't know where Morocco
Geographically
was?
challenged.
yeah,
It's getting better and better for you, Dad.
and I said no because when you're poor, what you have a lot of is pride. So I said no, I don't want dinner. But then we went to Columbus Avenue.
So why are you
and
blaming him that he took you for drinks? He asked you for dinner.
Ellie, I love you, sweetheart. Just be a co-host,
Ellie.
okay?
I can't make this stuff up.
So then we went on Columbus Avenue, which was very popular. And what was that ice cream called? Steve's?
Steve's ice cream.
Okay, Steve's ice cream had just come out.
But you love ice cream.
That's my favorite food. So we went to...
that was one of the questions. What's your favorite food?
Ice cream. So we went...
What about chocolate?
Ice cream and chocolate ice cream.
Oh,
what? Chocolate syrup, chocolate fudge on the ice cream. You know,
whipped cream.
So no, no, that kills the whole thing. No,
I hear that.
Cherry on top.
I'm not a big,
but you like a banana split. You like bananas.
That's my. Well, I'll go into that after. But wait.
Oh, okay.
So we go to Steve's ice cream. It's when they put all the stuff in the ice cream and all that. So I got a double scoop cone.
You showed him.
Sure. Well, poor guy, I'm still showing him. Never. See, even I speak some Yiddish words.
Nebuch.
Isn't that a Yiddish word?
How would you say nebuch in Arabic?
Mskin.
Mskin. Mskina.
It's like Meskina, right?
Yeah. We grew up only knowing the not very nice Arabic words.
And then the second
that children
date,
should not know.
And then I'm teaching your kids.
But
don't teach them those words.
You're teaching my kids how to curse in Arabic?
A little bit. Why shouldn't they know?
What?
I will. No. They're not actually in Arabic. They're not actually bad words. They're actual curses.
Like Yiddish.
Like in Arabic, when they want to curse you, they don't say like a curse word. They actually curse you like "techlosalwal."
His underwear should fall.
Your pants should drop. like you are such a bad person. I really don't like you. May your pants drop in public. So those are the Arabic verses.
But I teach your kids. I teach them how to count. They know how to count.
That's true. They know how to count.
Yes. And they know Aslama. They know a lot of
Parayana.
Well, that nobody should say it. Only I can say it. It's not Imshik Parayana. It means that all your I should take all your kaparas. That whatever negative should come to you should come to me.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I take all your.
Very nice. That's so very.
So it's only a mother that should say that.
I am a mother.
Yes.
But I shouldn't say that.
So the second date we went on, your father and I.
They only asked about the first date.
But I'm going to tell you.
Oh, okay.
I taught him a lesson.
Oh, okay.
So we go to this very fancy restaurant, and I had a habit. I guess that's why I understand Ellie. I had a habit that I would look at the menu, see which is the most expensive thing on the menu, and that's what I ordered.
So that's what you did. Obviously.
So I ordered a rack of lamb.
You ordered a rack of lamb on your second date?
Yes, but I was all of 92 pounds. And I loved rack of lamb. So the lamb comes and your father is eyeing it. And he's like, I can't believe
freaking out.
This woman ordered a rack of lamb, the most expensive thing. And she's not going to eat all of it. Well, I didn't even offer him a bite.
You ate the whole thing.
The entire
thing. You have to understand, I don't know how to give you a visualization of my mother eating food on a bone. It's... How do you elegantly explain what you look like when you eat food on a bone?
It's only become that way.
Only the bone is left. But by bone, I mean literally the barest form of that bone is left.
She bites into the bone. It's like
she even chews the bone.
Some bones. Yeah, like in the fricassee.
Like the lions in National Geographic.
No. Yeah. She'll eat it to the core. There is no waste. She is the official inventor of #0 waste.
My grandmother taught me.
That's what she
My grandmother, if there was a teeny piece of chicken, she made something with it.
Yep.
She is a minimalist.
She is a minimalist.
Okay.
How did you feel when Danielle became more religious than you?
I was very happy for her.
Yeah, they were very supportive.
My husband and I became moved more. I hate those.
More observant.
We became more observant. That's a much better word. Okay. We became more observant than our parents.
So it wasn't weird for you?
Not at all. I was always very spiritual.
It's true. I remember they were always very supportive. Nobody ever.
I remember
there was no pushback.
I remember being a teenager and my mother would have to, my family would have to wait for me to come back from school where I didn't understand a word and sometimes wore pants to go there. But it didn't matter. They had to wait for me to eat because I was very
Did
spiritual.
they actually wait for you to eat? No.
Well, I guess I don't know, but it felt like they did, so it was okay.
Okay. Next question. Okay. Does making Shabbos every week get easier?
Yeah, she doesn't cook for dead. What
No, I do cook
she
for
said she makes
Shabbos.
She cooks for Shabbos.
I
every
cook for
week.
Shabbos. Oh, it's very easy.
Co-host.
Now. Yes.
Know
Well,
your role.
Geffen. Well, I'll tell you how I make Shabbos now. Geffen makes the best Moroccan fish in the 5 towns.
Oh, Geffen
Geffen is on
the
Mill Road.
restaurant.
Takeout restaurant. Geffen is on Mill Road and Peninsula, and I have to tell you that they make the best Moroccan fish.
I'm not insulted at all.
I never had your
Yes,
Moroccan
you did.
fish.
What? Yes, you did.
Well, make it again.
No, I'm not making. I can't make it the Shabbos. Ellie's parents are here. They don't eat things like that. They don't
But
eat
we
spicy
do.
food.
So what? I don't count. I'm here.
I'm not making 2 fishes. I just had a baby.
I'll make it with you.
No.
I'll make the other fish. I'll make the plain fish. You make the.
Oh, thank you. You'll make the plain fish, and I'll make the hard fish. Nope. I think not.
But anyway, they make it very good. So Dad goes and buys us a couple of pieces, and then I make chicken.
Okay.
Any kind of chicken.
Well, you like which chicken do you like the best?
Any chicken that you make.
No,
is
but
what
what's
I
your
make.
favorite kind now?
I can't say it.
No, say it.
The chop, the hopscotch.
The hopscotch chicken.
What is it called? The
Hopscotch chicken. No, you're right. You got it. Yeah.
Backscotch.
Backscotch.
What is it? Splash? No. Mark, she's making fun of me. I'm turning red and sweating.
You're not turning red at all. At all.
Really?
I don't think it's possible to embarrass you. Is it? No.
Oh, it's very easy to embarrass me.
Only like bad table manners.
All right, go move on.
Spatchcock chickens.
I can never say it.
I just said it.
Spatchcock chicken.
There you go.
That is.
Say it 3 times fast.
No, don't. Please don't.
What side are you on? You see, I can never win when when Danielle is with her father. Ellie and I have no shot.
Why are you dragging Ellie into this? He's
Don't
very
bring the
happy with
co-host
me.
into this.
Yeah, leave the co-host alone.
No, I only tell the truth.
Freedom for the co-host.
I only speak the truth. We have no shot.
Oh, God. Ellie, do you really feel that way?
He's not going to tell you. I'm his therapist.
Mom,
I'm not
jump
one.
in.
Ellie, jump in. No,
What?
you can't be silenced now. You have to defend my
I'm
honor.
his therapist on that one. I know.
What are you talking about? What was
Ellie,
the question?
Defend
Ellie-
my honor.
I'm defending her honor. What was the question?
Ellie, I would avoid this.
I would have.
All right.
Okay, if you could do any career in the world, what would you do? I can think of 2 things. One thing that you for sure told us growing up, and a second thing that you definitely said a bunch of times.
She could be a personal
You can't
shopper.
think of anything? No, she wouldn't. She can't shop for other people. Okay, 1, you always said you wanted to be a dancer.
Yes, I did. Oh my God, I wanted to be tall and a dancer.
Tall and a dancer.
Right, and my
Those
mother
are the
made
2
me
careers.
short, and
And you're not a dancer.
I'm not a great dancer.
No, you're a very good dancer.
I'm okay, but I did used to compete in the hustle. Do 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 do
Oh,
do.
don't
Oh,
sing.
no singing.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
you know the hustle. What's his name? James Brown.
Do the
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And the second career is in fashion. You love fashion.
I love being in the fashion business. That's what I always wanted to do, and that's what I
That's
went
what you
into.
did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that was a good question. Excellent. Will you show them how to cook for Pesach?
Again, I'm going to explain to you.
She's
Why
getting
are
My
you
days.
listening?
My days of really cooking.
She really doesn't like to cook, folks.
I'm not. That's not me anymore. My daughter is going to do it.
Okay.
You know. Plus, I would have to
She'll be here.
measure.
We'll show you together.
You know what? You'll see something where
Oh, in Fleischigs magazine, Mom has a debut.
Pesach, but I only am doing it because Danielle is here, so I did it there in New York.
No, also because you're the inventor of that recipe. You're the developer of that recipe, not me.
As a Sephardi, yes, I am the developer of
What do
it.
you mean as a Sephardi? As a human being? Nobody else made it that way until you made it that way.
That's yeah.
So you developed the recipe.
yes. Yes, I guess so.
Yes.
Yes. I went to eat it once at someone's house, but it wasn't. And then I made it my own.
It was delicious. Yeah. But you made it your own. Exactly.
I did.
You Spartied it.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. How did you feel? How did you feel about Dad podcasting first?
Oh, it's made it easier for me.
Okay, fine. Okay,
Yes.
good. How do you handle stress, Mom?
Not well.
Gardening.
Okay.
Not well.
Next,
I said
about
gardening.
Danielle. About Danielle. How do you raise such a special daughter?
A lot of
That
spice.
pause was way too long.
A lot
was
of
way too long.
No. Danielle was very special from the day she was born.
Aw, thanks, Mom.
She's a very special girl, very smart.
Okay.
Much
Move
smarter
on.
than
Moving
I could
on.
have.
We're moving on.
Much,
We're moving on.
Okay, talk about having hang-ups, you know?
Nobody was talking about having hiccups.
Well, I am. Why can't I shep nachas and share the nachat that I have from my daughter?
You can. Thank you. Okay,
You
what's
know?
fine here? What's your favorite peas, love, and carrots recipe?
I can't say it again.
Oh, is that it? Say it. We just told you the word 2 seconds ago.
Something Scotch. No.
Something Scotch?
Scotch is involved. That she remembers.
Is Scotch in?
Yeah, maybe. It's close.
Give me.
No, don't. You can't cheat. You can't turn into cheat.
I can't.
Spatchcock chicken.
Spatchcock chicken. Oh, it's not
Yeah,
Scotch.
but
There's no Scotch.
There's
in
no
it.
Scotch, Mom. There's no Scotch.
Say it again.
Spatchcock.
Spatchcock chicken.
No, spatchcock.
Spatchcock.
Easy. Spatchcocked chicken.
Oh, spatchcocked.
That just
chicken.
means that the backbone is removed.
Right. Okay. Well, that is my favorite. I love it. I
Because
make
it's delicious.
it's delicious
And it's easy.
And you one tin. You put the what's the thing?
Hello, we have a guest. Don't worry, I won't
Who I
tag you.
love. I
walked
love
in.
her.
Don't worry, I won't tag you.
Okay,
can't
but I
say her.
love
Yeah.
her. I
Yeah.
do love her.
But don't
She
say
walked
it.
in, but actually
Right.
she ran away, so we don't know
Yes.
where she went.
Yeah.
But again, these are
Right.
live.
And if you come to
unedited.
Israel and you need somebody to help you,
Okay,
out,
okay,
you know.
okay, Mom.
Oh, I'm not allowed. Okay,
Okay.
all right, but I like her a lot.
Okay,
You can't give away your
that's great.
identity.
Okay, fine. So that's your favorite peas, love, and carrots recipe. What was Danielle like growing up? Be gentle, Mom, please.
Well, as long as my sister was still alive, it was very easy because
Well, you were very close
she
to
was extremely close to my late sister. And for all intents and purposes, Mark and I really raised my sister's daughter because she is the exact copy of my sister. She
Okay.
really is.
Thank you. Which of my kids reminds you of me the most?
Leah Bela.
What?
Leah
Leah
Bela.
Bela reminds you of you.
No, Leah Bela. Now she's older. Leah Bela for sure.
Really? Okay,
Yes,
I'll take
yes.
it. I like Leah Bela.
Yes,
Fine.
yes. She's artistic.
That's true. That's
She's
social.
she's social.
She's a good girl,
good in
Leah Bela.
school. She's smart. She's
That's
very
nice.
much like you.
Okay. Was Danielle always a foodie?
Oh yes.
It's true. Okay. What? Maybe there's a better question for Dad, but we'll see. What traits of yourself do you see in Danielle?
A lot.
What? Really?
Yes.
Like what? You're much girlier than I am.
I'm much what?
Girlier. Like you like to shop. Your favorite color is pink. You like ballet.
Yeah, but you like how you look.
You like
That's
dolls.
important to you. You like how you
Well, I
look.
like- right. Okay.
You know, that's a very
Like
important
a human
to you.
being, right?
No, it's been very important that you're stylish.
Till the very end.
My favorite trait of Danielle, is that the question?
No.
What traits of me do you see that remind you of you? See, I think only Dad could answer that question. Okay, what do you think? Weigh in, Fred.
You both have very big hearts. You both, as I said, have very big hearts. You're both unbelievable ability to talk to people about anything. I mean, you put Mom in the middle of an airport, and Mom is talking to 32 people.
We're also
put-
related to
You
50.
put Danielle in Penn Station, you'll be talking to everybody sitting around you on the train. It's the same thing.
Right, that's
Also,
true.
And you're both
travel. we both love traveling is in us, right?
Yeah.
And you're both likable, pleasant. I mean, just nice people.
Oh, Dad, thanks. What about you, Ellie?
No, but the biggest thing that we have in common, I would say, is that I'm very happy that you inherited the spiritual love for Yiddishkeit.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would say that also. I mean, I love you, Dad, but I think like you grew up like more. Your father's Polish, like a little bit more Yekish. Really, Grandpa's town was like on the border of Germany and Poland, and like he definitely more Yekish, and like halacha, very straight, and your family's much more spiritual.
Much. Because my grandmother.
I got very lucky because I really got that from both of you, like a good combination. But I think like the connection to Rabbanim and Muna and the connection to Hashem, like just innately, that just was born with.
Lighting candles for,
That was a good call. Yeah. Oh, came from you. Yeah. Oh, that was a good idea. Okay, we're giving you credit. Relax. Oh,
but it's okay. I share with Ellie. It's fine.
Okay. What's your favorite memory of Danielle as a child?
Oh, very cute. Danielle was 4 years old and she was in nursery school, and we had parent-teacher meet the teacher. So Dad and I go to the parent-teacher conference. Oh, and she was so cute, and the teacher gave us the cutest story about Danielle and how she introduced herself, and just the way the teacher had expressed how Danielle is in class. I think that was my first real nachas
experience.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay. What makes you the proudest of Danielle?
When you went in your French class, right?
Oh, in high school.
Maybe I'll explain that.
No. Okay. First of all, we had a French class in high school, okay? And I spoke French, okay? So this is the first test, the first week of French class in high school, okay? Right. And the teacher gives us a test, and I've been speaking French my whole life, and this is the first test of the year, so it's obviously like, literally, it's like 6-month-old French, okay? Like what you speak to a 6-month-old. And she gave me like a terrible grade. So I bring it home to my mother, I show it to my mother, and my mother's reading it, and she's like, I don't understand. All of your answers are correct. It doesn't make sense. So my mother comes into school that week, do you remember? And she goes over to the French teacher, and she starts talking to the French teacher. And now my mother is just talking in French because she's a French teacher. Do you remember this? I do. And my mother's like, why did you mark her test wrong? Like, I went to school in Paris. Like, her answers are correct. And the teacher starts to explain herself. And about 1 sentence in, my mother says, in minute. She like puts her hands out, 1 minute. And she looks at the teacher and she says in English, are you Canadian? And the teacher says, yes, so. And my mother looks at her mother's like, you don't speak real French.
Canadian French is a slang French.
It's like a different version.
Yes, it's not the same.
Needless to say, that was my last French class. That was the end of that. But it was. I couldn't learn French from a Canadian French teacher.
She had to change the grade.
No, that was it. I was out of the class. There was no grade anymore. That was it. Okay. Was Danielle girly growing up? I was girly, just not in the girliest way. Like, I didn't like sports and basketball.
Excuse me. Am I being interviewed or is Danielle being interviewed? I'm not sure now.
I'm sorry. Has it been too long?
Well, this is my question. Okay. So why are you answering my question?
Okay, go answer the question.
Was Danielle girly? No, not particularly. She wasn't boyish.
But I was not a tomboy.
No. But she did like to decapitate the Barbies.
Because I didn't like them. I kept telling you, I don't like Barbies.
But I never had Barbies.
But I didn't want Barbies. I did not want Barbies. I didn't like Barbies. I didn't like dolls. I didn't like the houses they came with. I didn't like the cars they came with. I don't like Barbies. I don't like dolls. I still don't like to play with dolls.
So you took it out on the Barbie.
I didn't take it out on the Barbie. I don't think I decapitated them. I think I cut their hair off.
Dad,
No, Dad, did I decapitate the Barbies?
I'm not getting in between the two of you.
You did.
I've learned something over the years.
You cut their hair. You shaved their head off.
Yeah, I cut their hair off. That was the only fun thing to do with the Barbies.
No, she never liked dolls. So then I started her collection. I started you the collection.
Why? She didn't like dolls.
Because there's no reason for a girl not to love dolls.
She didn't like dolls, so I started her a collection of dolls. What? Backwards. It's actually backwards.
But it's not normal that a girl doesn't love dolls. It's not like you took a basketball and went to play basketball.
No, right? I liked other things. Like I liked the spin art. I loved the spin art. I love the Easy Bake Ovens.
The Easy Bake Ovens.
I love
we
the
never had
bead
enough.
sets. Right. I like the bead sets.
Yeah, but dolls are part of a childhood.
Doll is a part of childhood
for girls.
For every single girl. Every single girl has to like doll. Well, you have your revenge now because now all of my girls love dolls.
Yes.
That's you say that with a big smile on your face. That's nice.
Oh,
Every Shabbos, can you play Mommy and Tati with me? I'm like, no, I didn't want to play it then. I don't want to play it now. I'll color with you. I'll do Easy Bake Ovens with you. I'll make cookies with you.
Oh, see, and I don't like to do that.
I'll do Play-Doh. I love Play-Doh.
I don't like
I'll
any
make
of
slime. I don't want to play. I don't want to play with dolls. I don't want to. I didn't want to then, and I don't want to now.
Okay. Next
you
question.
You can play with dolls with them.
Next question.
Okay. Was when Danielle started a food blog, was it a shock?
I was very happy. I think that when Danielle started the food blog, she was doing it to pass her time, I think.
Yeah.
Not intending for it to be what it is.
Definitely.
What it is today, and Hashem, what it's going to be tomorrow. Now
we have another visitor with us. Elisheva is here. She woke up. Baruch Hashem. Okay, that leads us to our next question. Raise your hand if your name is Elisheva.
Me. Should I speak for you, my love? Me.
It's true. Elisheva Tova does share a name with my mother. A lot of people who knew her were a little bit shocked by that, but actually for my mother, it's a big kavod.
Well, my friend, I can say her name, my friend Shani Lefkowitz,
okay,
and Rabbi Lefkowitz said to me, Nicole, your daughter just gave you the kavod of kavods that a child can give her mother.
Right.
And his wife, Shani, who's been a very close friend for many, many years, said to me, oh my God, I wish I could have little Shani's running around. but
for Sfardim, it is a big kavod. Actually, even for Ashkenazim, I don't know where the minhag not to do it came from, because really it's a simon for Arichas Yamim.
The real kavod will be when your girls...
The real kavod.
Oh, no, well, I meant, for you.
For me, okay.
When your girls have a daughter and name her Penina, then we have Penina.
What? Why are you saying no?
Okay, Rav Moshe Feinstein.
One second. Ellie is nodding his head. No. what?
Rav Moshe?
No.
I'm not waiting.
Why? No.
I think it was.
Please
I
weigh
think
in
it was
on it.
very mutim now to name it the Shiva. I don't.
Okay. Well,
are you for real?
What?
Are you for real?
We'll talk about it.
Ellie.
I'm thinking,
Okay.
I don't know.
Rav
Sorry,
Moshe Feinstein.
Is it because you don't think they'll name
my neck was hurting me. No, my neck. I was
Is that it?
I was
Is that
doing
it?
this.
You don't want them to name Penina because you don't think that they'll name Eliyahu Yerachmiel.
I don't want that.
What?
Rav
Okay. Amen.
Rav Moshe Feinstein.
Okay, I have a question. What do you think about people playing with their food? Let's change this.
No. Rav Moshe Feinstein says that even as an Ashkenaz, you can give.
Of course you can.
Of course you can. And I thought it was very much.
You can give the name of a living grandparent, for instance, but you just have to add a name to it.
No, make sure the middle name doesn't coincide.
The middle name should not be the same. I don't have a middle name, so that worked out great. And Tova, Danielle and Ellie's explanation to her middle. All right, never mind. Okay.
You could say.
I got the cut, so I don't know what to do
Everything is
now.
good. Everything Hashem does is for the good. So Tova, it was pretty self-explanatory.
But I think that was such a beautiful meaning.
Baruch Hashem.
Yes.
Okay, good. Do you mind sharing Danielle with everyone?
Only one person.
I knew that was coming. Who is that?
Her father. My husband. It's simple. In the summer, when Danielle comes, so I wake up and Danielle and Dad are
Dad is now derogatory, right?
Are either in the kitchen or in the den, talking and having their coffee. And as soon as they see me, conversation stops.
It's not true at all.
Oh my God, it is so true.
To begin with, we're watching Kelly.
You're always talking. No, the two of you are always yakking away. Okay? And then conversation stops.
Oh
Was I ever asked to go driving with Mom? No.
No, Mom, please.
What?
Oh, God.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, this is an excellent question. Do you know how funny Danielle is? Ellie,
Yes.
Notice the question, Ellie.
Who asked that?
Yes.
Somebody asked that. Do you know how funny Danielle is?
On Instagram.
I'll show you the screenshot. No, not on Instagram.
You're
in life.
Insta funny.
No, I am funnier than you. It doesn't matter. Insta funny or regular funny. Somebody asked, do you know how funny Danielle is? That means I'm funny.
No, it might be like, oh, do you know how funny it is?
No.
Like, not really so much.
No,
right?
I am definitely funny. Very pretty. Definitely funny. Definitely funny. Right, Dad?
Sure.
I wouldn't say you're the funniest person I know, but you're funny.
Who's
She's
the
funny.
funniest person you know?
Not you.
Is it
But
Ellie? Who's funnier, me or Ellie?
I would say Eric is the funniest person
what?
in my
Literally,
family.
Eric is the least funny person
Eric's
alive.
not so funny.
Eric makes 5,000 jokes a day, and
Right.
one of them
First
is
of all,
funny.
you have to
One of
know.
them is one he gets right.
Yeah.
No. I love funny people. I
Eric-
don't
yeah.
particularly like jokes.
But no.
I'm not
it's
a-
different,
No.
right? You don't like
Not that you don't like
you don't
jokes.
like sarcastic.
You don't have like a really sense of humor like that. You don't understand jokes.
No, your father knows. Never to make.
Don't joke with you.
No.
What about sarcasm?
Oh my God.
You don't get it.
I don't get sarcasm at all.
It's not for you.
No, because I think that sarcasm has a little
That's
bit
his
of
funniest.
truth.
Why do you think Eric is funnier?
They did it.
He makes me laugh all the time.
Oh my gosh. That's unbelievable. That's Eric. You just
Really,
bought a vote.
Really, the
Unbelievable.
funniest person I think was Grandpa. He always had jokes with him.
Grandpa had jokes. That's
Grandpa
true.
did have jokes.
Yes,
yeah.
and he always had the paper.
And he had them
with the
written
brand
down
new-
on a paper.
on
Yeah.
a tiny paper, and he
Yeah.
would,
He was the cutest old man.
he was
Really, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Did Danielle make trouble growing up?
At what point in her life?
Okay.
Next question.
Next question. Oh, we're up to the random questions, and then you'll get your 5 minutes to just talk. Okay. Okay. What's your favorite meal to eat?
Ice cream.
But a banana.
A banana split.
Yeah. Bananas are
Vanilla,
See, I like
chocolate,
bananas, but I don't like
strawberry.
bananas.
Ew.
With vanilla
the-
ice cream, chocolate, and strawberry, and the banana, and caramel, hot fudge, and maybe double hot fudge.
And
'Cause
Mom loves sharing her ice cream.
no,
No. Not only
No.
No. She shares ice cream, just not her own.
Well,
Yes.
I think Eric
Right.
Eric can chime in here.
if I can chime in.
Yes.
After our
Our
second
third date.
where Mom wiped out that rack of
Lamb.
Thank God.
we went
because
to Rumpelmeyer's.
We went for ice cream sundaes on a third date. And Mom, I think, is ordering for the table. And then after this long-winded order, she said, and what are you getting?
I don't share.
No. You share, just not your own.
Right.
Because
Sure.
when we were little, I think this is probably Eric's like biggest issue to this day. Like if you bring it up,
Never,
we
my
would-
kids have issues.
no,
please.
we would go to Carvel and we would get ice cream, and she wouldn't attempt to take my ice cream because I'm the oldest, and I have a lot to say. And Benjamin's the baby, so. Hamelech Benjamin, leave his ice cream alone. But Eric's the middle child.
Did I really do that?
And he was so nice, Eric. Just give me a bite. And then she would take the ice cream, and she would take, that cone at the top of the ice cream? She would take the entire thing. She would eat half the scoop in one bite.
But I'm sorry, Eric. Eric, I'm sorry. When I get back to New York, I'm going to take you to Carvel.
Or she would take your cone. She'd be like, no, it's dripping. Let me teach you how to eat ice cream.
Clean it.
How to clean the cone. That's not how. Give me the cone. I'll show you how to clean it.
It's like the first slice. It's like the first bite of a slice of pizza.
You're always taking the first bite of Eric's slice of pizza.
I tried with Mayor.
Yeah, but you take the last bite.
Because Mayor's the oldest. Like I see, he has a lot to say. You have to go for somebody. You have to go for Batya.
Batya would never say no to me.
Yeah, but if she might grow up. She might grow up to have some issues about it.
Oh, no, I won't do it. Okay.
You should appreciate how I order now. I order for the table at least. I don't just order.
Yes.
See?
Okay, next question. Can you adopt me? A few people said that. Are you open to adopting daughters?
Okay, if you're women, I think that Hashem knew what he was doing, gave me one daughter.
Oh, well, that actually leads to the next question, which I actually thought was a fabulous question.
Oh, my God.
Why didn't you try to have another girl to give Danielle a sister?
Because I'll tell you why.
Selfish. Momish.
I really wanted more children, but when Benjamin was born and Dad came back to the house from the hospital, Danielle, of course, was sleeping in my bed because she's the oldest. And
I was 5.
And the princess.
And, well, you didn't let me finish, Shelley. Okay? And she turns to her father Dad wakes her up and says, Mommy had a baby and it's a boy. And the first words out of her mouth, not how's Mom doing? No.
I was 5!
I don't care. She said, oh, I'm so happy. I'm still your only princess.
Who do you think trained me to say that?
Not me.
Who trained me to say that? You're taking life advice from a 5-year-old? You're taking life advice from a 5-year-old?
Excuse
me. Because I said that, you said no more sisters? No more
Well,
kids?
I knew you didn't want another one, obviously.
So you took family planning advice from a 5-year-old?
Yeah, I knew better than to fight with you. No.
And then you forgot for the rest of my life?
Has Hashem blessed you?
Baruch Hashem.
All
Very
right.
blessed. Very blessed.
There you go.
Okay.
And yes.
Do you like raisins?
Oh, no.
Raisins are disgusting.
No, even if I have to cook and there's, some of my mother's recipes have
we
raisins.
use prunes instead.
Or, sometimes some things, you know what I do? I take the raisins, I put them in those, bags.
Yeah.
And I put them in the pot with it, because it does give a taste. But then I throw them out.
Yeah, because nobody wants to bite into a plump, mushy raisin.
No.
Okay. 13 suitcases. Why did you say yes to bringing 13 suitcases?
I would never say no
How
to
did
my
you
daughter.
get Dad to agree?
No. We don't have to get Dad to agree when it comes to Danielle. It's a given.
Okay.
Mark, do you know how much 13 suitcases are going to cost?
Okay.
It's okay. Whatever she wants.
Next question. What was Danielle and Dad talking about when they said you would explain how you used to travel? On Dad's podcast, we inferred to the fact that Dad did not always travel with us. But we said you would explain that.
Oh, yes. Well, me being Moroccan, learn from me. Me being Moroccan, I...
Learn from me.
Don't learn this from me. I used to tell Mark, listen, you know what? I'm going to go a couple of days in advance. And I would take... with the kids, and I would, of course, and I would take all the luggage and his, because I had to pack for him, and I would go to the hotel, and by the time he got to the hotel, everything was put away, his clothes, everybody's clothes.
I literally can only remember flying with Dad one time when we were little, and that was to Acapulco. One time. That is the only time I could remember.
Yeah, I couldn't get out of staying, pushing it off by a day.
Right. But after like 20 or 25 years of marriage,
once we got older,
I told him he had to pack his own bags.
That's nice of you. Okay. What's your favorite Moroccan dish to eat? I actually thought that was a good question because I didn't know that answer.
There's so
Do you know that
many.
answer, Dad?
I don't think I do.
Isn't that an interesting question?
There's so many. There's like
I think, but
so
now that I'm
many.
thinking about it, I think I know.
What did I love?
I think it's the paste.
No, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
As a little girl, my favorite was the pastilla.
Okay.
It's the mashed potatoes with the meat in the middle, but the meat is made separately.
We'll show them how we make that for Pesach because that's not and it's Pesach Day.
Pesach Day was different, and for Pesach we made individual pastillas.
We showed them last year.
Oh, you did?
Remember?
The best. They're delicious.
Yeah.
Because they're also easy to take with you if you go on an outing.
Right.
You serve them room temperature. It's okay. With a little lemon squeeze on it. Mm.
What is your best Dafina secret? It's not really a secret. We've made it on Instagram before.
Yes, I think it's you have to know that you're doing it for Shabbat, and it has to be very special, and you have to do it with your love.
I don't know what kind of crazy people ask these questions, but I'm going to ask them. And let's just say...
I have a choice to answer or not?
Yeah, let's just say you don't have to answer. Who's your favorite child? That's easy, Benjamin. Done.
That's not true.
It is true.
No, I'm going to tell you. No.
What?
I do not make differences with my kids.
Really?
I do not. Benjamin is the baby, and that's all.
So he's the king?
No, he's not the king. Okay?
Eric, I wish you were here to weigh in on this.
No. Excuse me. Ask Eric. Eric likes beautiful things.
Eric thinks Benjamin's your favorite also.
It's not true.
Oh my God,
it's
we're going to call Eric right now.
No, it's
we're
not
waking
true.
him up. Yes, we're calling Eric.
Not
Hold
true.
on.
No.
Hold the phone, folks. Haha, that's funny.
It's not true.
Yeah, we're going to call Eric and ask him. Let's get Eric in on this.
Well, you're not a mushy person, okay?
So then I can't be your favorite?
She never liked to kiss and hug.
That's an easy one.
Who's your favorite son-in-law? Right. We're calling Eric.
Hello?
Hi, Eric. Just so you know, we're on a podcast right now, and it's not going to be edited. So just so you know, Eric, who is Mom's favorite?
And Eric, I'm right here, Bubbly. I'm right here, sweetheart.
Eric, who is Mom's favorite child?
Eric.
I'll be very honest with you. It's Benjamin.
Benjamin, you know what? Just for that.
Benjamin's not on the phone, and you just called Eric Benjamin.
No, I'm just saying I'm talking to the podcast. Benjamin, tough on them.
Okay, and Eric, who always had their ice cream bitten from by Mom?
Me.
Yeah.
Eric, I'm so sorry for that. Please, I asked for Mechila.
What?
It wasn't just ice cream. It was the first bite of my pizza.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, Eric, we gotta go. We gotta go. Love
I never
you.
realized it was traumatizing to you. Oh my God.
What?
Oh my, I feel so bad.
Okay.
When I go home, I'm going to order Carvel and a big pizza pie just for send it to him.
Deal. Okay. Who's your favorite grandchild? Like, don't even answer that question. I mean, it's Mayor, but you don't have to tell me.
No. Mayor is the first. There's something about a first.
Notice Benjamin's the last. Mayor is the first. That's code. That's code.
Well, because I'm the baby, and Benjamin's the baby, and Daddy's the baby. So we relate.
Are you kidding me?
No.
That is the lamest excuse ever.
Mayor, he's not my favorite. I'm
you
really
like all your grandchildren. It's true.
I'm really crazy about being very fair. That everything should be equal.
No,
it's hard.
I think every one of my children would say that they're your favorite, which means that you're doing a good job.
Right.
Okay. What do you buy in Israel to bring back to New York?
Spices.
Done.
And the fava beans.
The fried fava beans.
They're so good. My mother used to make those. Yeah. She made everything.
Okay, when we were growing up, what was your best weeknight dinners? I guess that's like a combination of like easiest or things that everybody likes.
Well, we never did leftovers because none of you liked leftovers.
Tuesday nights we always had dairy. It was like Big Ziti night.
It was either Big Ziti or it was macaroni and cheese and fish sticks.
That was my worst night. I hate it. I don't like Wacky Mac and I hate fish sticks.
Yeah.
Eric loved Wacky Mac and fish sticks.
Well, they didn't love fish sticks, but I never told them that it was fish, so they would eat it.
Eric's going to be so traumatized by this podcast.
Eric is so cool. He really likes fashion like his mother. He likes like
he's a very good dresser, Eric.
And quality.
Yeah, he's a very good guy, Eric. Mm-hmm. Okay, there's a Yiddish saying. I'm not sure why it's a Yiddish saying, but the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
For sure.
Oh, okay. Confirmed. What is your favorite vegetables to cook with? You like all vegetables.
I like tomatoes. Well, especially I don't like raw tomatoes. I like them cooked. I don't like cooked carrots, but I love them raw. But I didn't grow up liking green vegetables. I never ate green. Now I only eat green vegetables. You hear that, Rita? Only green.
Okay. When are you making an Instagram account? This was the number one most popular question. They want you to have your own Instagram account.
Well, I sort of do have one. When I was doing the Hachnasas Kala organization, I had an Instagram, and it was Claire's Treasures. I still have it, but I'm not interested in having an Instagram account. I love listening to Danielle and some other people. But
okay, so I think you opened the door actually to our next set of questions, which was about the Hachnasas Kala Fund. A few people asked that because I think we've spoken about that once or twice. Tell them about the fund, why you started it, how it came to be.
My sister Claire, may she rest in peace, was who, by the way, has the same Hebrew name as Danielle. Was like a mother for me. We were 12 years apart. And when she got sick, I took care of her. I was her nurse, and Mark was amazing and let me go and live with her for 3 months to take care of her. While I was taking care of her, my friend Shani Lefkowitz called me to ask me for money for Kala, that was a girl that was getting married. And I got very upset, and I said, no, could you ask me? My sister is dying and you're asking me for money. And that's when I learned about the mitzvah of Hachnasat Kala. And on my way back to my sister's house, it's as if Hashem spoke to me, or it hit me in a big way that I knew I was going to do something in her memory. And I decided it would be Hachnasat Kala because she made so many shidduchim, and she was just the best person. She was really incredible. So I told her I was going to do it, and she was very, very excited about it. I never imagined that it would last 20 years, but it did.
Baruch Hashem.
Baruch Hashem. And now it's my children's turn to do beautiful work, which they are doing.
Right. We actually took over the foundation that you created, and we turned it into the Yaakov Rafael Renov Foundation. And
Amen.
That's where we fund the brisket out of, and part of the money went to the Sefer Torah, and part of the money goes to different mitzvos, different mitzvos in Yaakov Rafael's schus. And actually, it's a really beautiful thing. And actually, my aunts and Yaakov Rafael share a yurtzeit. So
yes,
so they're connected through their mitzvos and through their yurtzeit.
Right.
Okay. What is your favorite lunch spot in Cedarhurst?
Juice by Julie.
Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Which is your favorite salad there?
The tuna salad.
Oh, I also like the tuna salad.
Because there's nothing
and I like
in
the kale Caesar. Right, because I also don't like tuna with mayonnaise either. Actually,
Right.
from Toddy's, I do. I do like Toddy's tuna
I'll
with
say something else you two have.
what?
No,
The apple doesn't fall
Oh,
far from
something
the
else
tree.
that we have
Right.
in common. I know
Right.
me and her have more in common than me and you.
We can't even agree on that. So
Well, she's my mother, so it does make some sense.
we recently agreed on something, right?
What did
was
we
it?
agree on? Oh, we agreed on something this week.
Yeah, you said. Oh, see,
But
we
see,
agreed.
but see, that proves my point. If we agreed on more things, that wouldn't be so monumental.
See, there they go
Maybe we
again. I
wouldn't
thought
have
this
said
was
it.
my podcast, but no.
Oh, I'm sorry. There was 2 seconds.
I was very nervous, but now I'm really into it.
Okay, well, that was actually the last question. So,
Oh,
are you upset? Do you want more questions?
I like questions.
You like questions?
It's easy because then I could just get to the point.
Also,
and
because
answer.
everyone was very nice to you. These were very nice questions.
The thing that I love most about Danielle's Instagram, other than, put the cooking aside, is her love of all people. She loves all of God's children, and I know how important it is for all of us to have Mashiach come to us. And the only way he's going to come to us is if we listen to Danielle and love. Why are they making
Danielle.
fun? That we all love each other. And it doesn't matter how you dress, how you cover your hair or not, how you do anything. Just if you love each other and look at who is next to you, and if they are in need of something that you can help them with, and you do. And that's what God wants.
I actually agree with you.
Right.
I do think that. But I think that's something that really I got from you growing up is that, I didn't understand in seminary, like there was a very common theme in seminary where people would say, like, it's your year to be selfish. It's your year to focus on you. And it's actually something that really bothered me, even when I was already in seminary, because I didn't grow up in a home where selfishness was... it's not even that it wasn't acceptable. We were taught to be very caring,
Yes.
understanding, inclusive people.
Yeah.
So I just didn't understand how somebody could say it's my time to be selfish. Like, of course there are times where you have to put yourself first and things like that, but you can always put yourself first in a way that's selfish, or you can put yourself first in a way that's taking everybody around you into consideration. Right, Dad? Would you agree like that was something that you taught us? Like, even if you're putting yourself first, look at your surroundings and figure out how to do that in the most menschlich, appropriate, considerate way.
Right, because you're supposed to care about yourself. You're supposed to take care of yourself.
But in the context of the world.
In the context of living with other people. God created everybody. How can you not be good to his other creations?
One big Rav, when my kids were younger, one big Rav once said to me, Nicole, we really should not be selfish. Selfish actions. But the one time that you can be very selfish is when it comes to your children's education. That you can stand up for your children always and be there for them.
Very nice, very nice. No, I think
that's why I was in school all the time.
I think that will bring Mashiach. I think if we can all love each other a little more and care about each other a little more, then Mashiach will come. And I really do think that's the answer. I feel like it's important to work on your connection to Hashem through his halachos and mitzvos, because those are obviously important to Hashem. But it's very clear, to me at least, it feels very clear that the thing Hashem cares about most is Hashem is not gaivadik. So he's not going to have a taina on you if you can't do something, I think. But what Hashem says is just be nice to the other people. Just love other people. I don't know. It seems clear to me that that's what Hashem wants the most.
Look at Rabbi David Abuchatzera once said to me, because I was afraid of Ayin Hara, because I'm very
Moroccan.
Yeah, very Moroccan. And he said, Nicole, it's very simple. If from the minute you wake up until you go to sleep, that you surround yourself, that you know that if you have a chance to do chesed, you surround yourself with the chesed that you do. It could be picking up a paper and throwing it out, or helping somebody cross the street, or take a bag up the stairs for someone, anything, or help somebody financially, whatever it could be. He said that then there's no room for Ayin Hara to enter.
I love that.
And so that's what I try to do now. And also, being Moroccan, in Morocco, we are all Moroccans before we are Jewish, Catholic, Islam. We all love each other. I can meet a Moroccan in the street and they will hug me, I will hug them, and be very, very happy that we have that heritage together. And the whole world should be like that. The King of Morocco, even now, is so good to the Jewish community. He's amazing. And that's what it should all be
Takeaway:
about.
we should all try to be more Moroccan.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, and most of all, I'm going to end with, is this the end? Because I'm going to end.
I guess so.
Okay. I'm going to end with
We
one
can just
thing.
leave it on. And you can
I'm
just
going to
sit here and
end with
talk
one
all
thing.
day.
I am forever grateful to Lonnie Mayer to have made the shidduch for Danielle.
I'm grateful too. Okay, we agree on that.
Okay. And that the Rabbanit was there.
We spoke about that on the other podcast.
And so, yes, I'm very grateful to that. And then you're confusing me, okay? And then the other thing
else
that I am
talking.
very grateful for now is that Danielle is the person that she is and has... For me, somebody stopping me and saying, "Oh, I know who you are, Danielle's mom. She's so wonderful. The chizuk she gives me, I can't start my day without her." Don't shake me off, Danielle. It happens to be the truth. And I can't tell you that to me is the greatest, the best. I also do think that I wish I had known Danielle myself when I was a young wife and mother, because I really feel that I would have been even a better mother. No.
Not possible.
Thank you all so much for the support and the love you have for Danielle. And may we all be together when Mashiach comes.
Amen, amen. Okay, I think my mother had the perfect ending. Mom, thank you so much for being here.
Shalom.
Dad, Ellie, Robin, Fred, thank you. Thank you for your part. Hopefully, Ellie, next time you'll understand your role as a co-host a little bit better.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
No, really, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for making these podcasts so amazing. Thank you all for listening and being so supportive as always, and sending in questions and being so engaging and just always being there for me and giving my parents so much nachas every time you see them. It really means a lot. So thank you to everyone. Oh, and this is coming out next week. So, a Freilichen Purim, everybody. Have an amazing Purim. Be safe. Be careful. And may we all have the koach to tap into the holiness of the day and have our tefillos be accepted by Hashem. And please, God, bring us into a month of Nisan, of Geula. And Mirz Hashem, all of our tefillos should be answered L'tova. Okay, happy Purim, everybody. Bye.